Team Ontario's caught in a trap. Quebec won the last one to stay alive, 10-4. Doubles play here. Danny Hewitt, Luke Salvas versus Eric Horlifson and John Mora. And it's Quebec winning the lag with the break. Nothing down, but there's a chance at the one here. Cushion first. And it should swing the cue ball around the angles to get back out for the two if he hits this nice two. Just got to avoid contacting the colors should he get this one off the cushion. And I expect him to. Just marginally too hard, but still a shot on the two. 3 to the 4 won't be easy. No, now the 3 is going to be tricky. And no value in trying to bank this in the side because it doesn't come with position to the 4. Well, pardon me, he's trying to smash it in, and
clearly he wasn't listening to your coaching.
Well, obviously not. Good thing. Look how perfect the cue ball's finished too for Eric. I mean, in the only area it could to give him a shot
to the
4.
5. Yep. Oh, I did some investigating because I know that we've been talking about this, about John, why John's breaking with his right hand, and it's simply a case of power.
Power, yeah.
And it doesn't hurt him when he only has to play the one shot. When he only has to play the one shot with his right hand, he says it's after continuously playing where it starts to hurt. So the one shot doesn't bother him, but if you have to keep getting down right-handed, that's when it would hurt him.
It's kind of what I thought, but nice to know for certain.
Yeah, I asked him.
It was a great bank Johnny made.
Sure, especially at that pace. My God. Luke Salva and Alex are just exchanging laughs with each other over there.
Great run out by the Ontario duo of Horlifson and Mora. Stakes them to an early lead, 1-0.
John, Jim, I have to tell you, I cannot explain how thrilling it was to be sat here in the middle of you and Gaston LeBlanc. I lost focus on the match because I want to hear the stories. And
I wished I understood French better and would have been able to know what he was saying, because I'd love to have heard what somebody like Gaston LeBlanc, with his years in the sport and the mantle that he holds, I'd love to have heard what he said about a lot of this.
And you can just tell when he's talking about the passion in which he still loves the game, like It's great, and I love to hear those stories. Just even hear asking him, "Do you remember when we played, Jim?" And of course, you didn't remember, and now you know why you didn't remember.
Yeah. But I do remember him coming to the club that I owned in Calgary, and I just remember what a competitor he was, Russ.
Yeah.
And speaking of competitors,
Here he is.
Hi, Jim.
hello, Daniel Chapeau.
I'm back with the Quebec. I think it was finished, before.
Yeah.
But
Mais on discutait de ça tantôt. C'était en fait un coup que Crowley a essayé, un cross-side sur le 3 quand il menait 2-0.
exactement.
Et il a manqué le shot et dès qu'il est revenu, ça fait ça 2-2, puis il a repris contrôle de le match. Il a perdu un peu de patience, puis ça lui a coûté le match.
Exactement, parce qu'il avait fait des coups quand même incroyables.
Ben oui.
J'ai trouvé pour la première fois du tournoi, lorsque je regardais le match à l'extérieur, qui avait joué nonchalant sur plusieurs coups.
Ouais.
Quand ça a été 3-3.
Après ça, le combine, le 1-2 qui a manqué.
Exactement, oui. C'est ce que le déroulement du match, je pense que c'est joué là.
Non.
Is that no good or no bad?
On a affaire ici un coup avec un petit peu de
Watch that warm-up stroke that he takes.
Extension call.
It's that Reyes little pump.
Il faut qu'il presse la blanche un petit peu autour. Exactement. Très beau. Un petit peu de chance, il aurait pu qu'il s'est plaint et puis rester là.
I guess it was no, he didn't get him.
That's right. Yeah. There's Luke taking his time as usual on a shot.
Daniel swing this around 5-8 combination next.
C'est ce que j'allais dire. J'ai dit, j'en reviens pas à quelle vitesse qu'il voit l'angle. Peut-être c'est parce qu'il voit pas clair comme moi.
Ah, peut-être.
Et puis il se dépêche de voir là.
Crème, on serait déjà fini s'il jouait plus vite. Good speed on the table. It rolls really nice. They're not having to power the ball.
C'est des conditions parfaites.
Ben oui.
On jouait toujours. Mais c'est parce que moi, j'entraîne les gens qui nettoient les tapis régulièrement. Et puis c'est certain qu'après un mois ou deux, à force de nettoyer, parce qu'on garde les tapis très très propres. C'est pas pour se vanter, c'est très propre. On est obligé de rincer les tapis régulièrement. C'est quand même qui met de la bière, des verres.
Ben oui.
Et puis, on perd la vitesse. Mais quand on joue sur un tapis neuf comme ça, c'est fantastique. L'effet,
ouais.
tout est décuplé, là. C'est incroyable. C'est des conditions parfaites. Et pour un propriétaire de salle, ce qu'on aime dire, c'est le temps de
Oh, okay, Quebec got that one. 1-1. And Luke's got his break cue in hand, so the machine gun.
plusieurs, oui, il y a plusieurs.
We'll see if he's got any ammunition.
Plusieurs, more
Spectators?
spectators in the crowd, they want the 9 on the ball.
On the break.
On the break because Luke he made a lot of tournament and I saw one time he made 4-9 in a row on the break.
But now c'est plus difficile. It's harder now because of the 9 is on the spot. Have we seen? I think we've had in the whole tournament. I think in the whole match since it started.
Yeah.
I think we've only had 1 9 on the break, haven't we?
Yeah. Two 9s, yeah.
I think it's after this performance they changed that because it was too easy for
Yeah,
the
well.
player to make the ball. And we didn't have the magic spot.
The magic
for-
rack. Magic rack, yeah.
On disait qu'à l'époque, on n'avait pas les racks magiques. Et puis, c'était plus difficile d'avoir une précision au niveau du placement des boules sur la casse. Oh, quel coup, ça.
Luke says I don't need position.
Carl.
The 30-second time clock is an extension for Luke Salva.
C'est parfait. Ça, c'est-
Ah, Daniel, j'ai dit le chronomètre, le chrono de 30 secondes, c'est comme une extension pour Luc.
Ben,
C'est une extension, les 30 secondes.
on va passer entre la 4 et les 8. Très peu d'espace. Oh, il a décidé d'aller vers la
Wow, look at that. Oh, thanks for doing it. You guys never get lucky. Yeah, you're right.
Well, that was a very fortunate side point, I have to say. And
Dans la foule, on appelle l'expérience, mais nous autres, on dirait plus un petit peu de chance.
Funny is, the better we make the left extension call. Pretty cool.
this 3 really holds the key in this rack.
Yes, it does.
On a des gens dans la foule qui appellent les secondes pour aider les participants.
Good shot. Good shot.
Très beau coup, ça. Un coup de sécurité.
How much different, Jim, in the style of play between John and Eric Orlifson?
Not much difference at all. No, they,
So
they
they'll
both
see
play
the same
yeah.
shots. And
And they're good buddies too. They really are. Much like Luke and Danny.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, this is an interesting pairing both ways. Because I'll tell you what, on paper, flip a coin.
right.
This might purely be about whoever gets the break. And it could be a key break that decides this match.
Luc a bien résumé, mais
I
je
think-
pense qu'il aurait voulu avoir une coupe vers l'intérieur de la poche pour redescendre avec la blanche. Ça, c'est bien terminé quand même.
Mr. Smooth.
Mais ça, c'est avec beaucoup de sécurité.
That's made a moron. Made it into
I think the word of this tournament is going to be experience. Every time there's a shot made that ends up with a safety
Yeah.
play, it's
Experience.
experience. The crowd is even yelling it out.
That's it, that's it.
Well, the first opportunity
Yeah.
falls to Team Ontario. Danny forgot his
Extension.
extension in the pocket.
L'intérieur aussi, on va les faire encore deux. Là. On va prendre la position par deux bandes.
So you back cut this, right?
Yeah. Just the speed to land on the 6.
Always a danger of overcutting those, of course. Catching that point and keeping it
It's
out.
important that Eric leaves a little angle on the 7, though. If he draws this back, he wants to draw back close to where it is now.
Ici, il y a
Is he
besoin
straight?
Un angle intérieur. Là,
Yeah.
Retourner pour la 8.
Yeah, he'll be able to pull this back. Or is he coming off the rail? Off the rail.
Yes, off the rail.
Well,
Well, I'll just hold on to my pen for a sec.
well, Eric left him a little tougher than
A little tougher than he intended, but
yeah.
it's in the bank now, 2-1.
Ce que j'aime bien de voir de John Moore, c'est que chaque coup, il se concentre, même si c'est quand
Wait,
même
wait,
des
wait.
coups qui sont pas difficiles pour les pros.
It's a very good point that Danielle made. He's saying the one thing he likes about Mora, even on an easy shot, he takes the same amount of time and concentration and he feathers it. I think that has to do with playing left-handed as well.
Also has to do with him playing a lot of snooker.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's a very good snooker player too, Daniel. Very good. He's not quite the caliber of Alex in snooker, but he's just a notch below. Very good player. Capable of making centuries.
Yeah. Have they ever met in a snooker
No,
match?
I don't. 6 red. 6 red
red
tournament,
only?
yeah.
I'd like to see them over a distance on 15 reds. That would be nice.
Well,
race
this is when
to 9 or
John was still
something.
playing right-handed. And
Yeah, yeah.
Vous savez, j'aimerais mentionner quand même une petite anecdote ici. Concernant M. Luc Salvo, quand on était jeune, on jouait dans le même tournoi. Et puis, Yves Sorel, il était de Pierreville, Luc, et c'était le dauphin de la place. Tout le monde aimait Luc. Et puis, j'ai joué un match à un moment donné avec.
Pool ou snooker? Au snooker.
Et il m'a fait un run de 60 quelques. Il ne jouait jamais au snooker. Et puis, il m'avait impressionné.
À la même vitesse?
Ou presque.
Presque.
Oh, il se concentrait pas. Il faisait des boules partout. C'était effrayant. Quand on est jeune, on voit un petit peu plus clair, évidemment. Oh, ici, c'était une boule manquée. C'est facile. On résume quand même. C'est ça.
Was he able to get by the 5?
yeah, he
Missed it by a bit, huh?
yeah, you know what? It wasn't easy, but Luke didn't have a full
No,
pocket
he didn't.
there.
He tried
so,
to cheat
yeah.
that. He tried to run it. He'd have probably been better off missing it by more than catching the point. The point probably kept him out. If he missed it by more, he might have been able to slide it in.
Still a big let-off after John misses the one.
S'il va falloir qu'il mette-
This is about speed. He's going off the cushion.
Le danger, c'était ça. Je pense. C'était frapper la balle, de cacher la deux. C'est tout un virement, ça. Donc, je disais tantôt qu'effectivement, Luc était déjà rapide, très bon, et ça m'avait surpris de voir comment il avait maîtrisé vite le snooker.
Ben oui.
Mais évidemment, son jeu, c'était le jeu du 9 et du 8.
Danielle was saying that he played snooker with Luke, and who never plays snooker. And the first time they played, he ran like 60
Oh,
60
yeah, I remember
And he
Luke.
says at the same speed that he plays this.
Luke and Alain played snooker when Cliff and I were running the Americas tour. We played an event here in Montreal. Both of them played in it. Alain Martel and Luke. Yeah.
But Alain's played a lot of snooker, though. Alain's played a lot of snooker.
Alain is very good. He won 2 times the Champion of Quebec.
Yeah.
You know, the years
That Alain Robidoux didn't play.
that Alain
Was in England?
goes to England. He was accepted for professional. The last tournament in Quebec. Le dernier tournoi au Québec qu'Alain a joué, il s'en allait professionnel en Angleterre. C'était pour le championnat du Québec. Puis Alain l'a battu. Alain won that tournament.
Wow. Alain Martel beat Robidoux.
Alain made 2 or 3 run over on the center, 2 or 3
Yeah.
center in the same match. And Alain was upset. Alain était...
Robidoux, il était upset?
Parce qu'il avait été décontenancé par la force. Les coups qu'Alain mettait, c'était incroyable.
Ouais. Comme je disais tantôt à Jim, quand j'ai commencé à assister à des compétitions de snooker à Mont-Royal à l'époque, quand Alain était là, il y avait sa table là, c'était fin des années 90, le milieu fin des années 90, et j'allais regarder et tout le monde parlait de Robidoux. Everyone was talking about Robidoux when I was going to watch these matches. I was telling you this earlier. Et moi, je regardais ce gros bonhomme de 300 livres qui vidait des tables de snooker avec son élan de partout, tu sais, que Alain Martel, et c'est ça qui m'a dit, il est fort, ce gars-là.
Ce qui est remarquable d'Alain Martel, c'est qu'il se penche pas.
Non, il se penche pas, il se laisse
Il reste debout.
Ah oui.
C'est dur de voir cette hauteur-là. Je peux vous le dire.
Well, ball down off the break. A chance for Luke here.
Can he
It'll either be a bank or defend, and I mean he could be able
2-2.
could get that cue ball in behind the 7 if he wanted to.
Final answer.
Sorry.
Oh, you stole.
Les gens appelaient parce que l'arbitre a tardé avant de mettre le score au tableau. Le pointage, puis il appelait 2-2 sur il pensait que c'était la boule 2. Beaucoup de sécurité. Oh, quel beau.
What a beautiful shot.
En anglais, on dit timing shot.
Timing shot.
Those are the type of shots you really got to stay still on too.
Yeah.
That was beautiful for sure.
Ah, je pense qu'on va citer un jam shot. Un coup sauté sur la table. Oh, quel beau coup.
Oh, unlucky to have lost the white ball. Good hit.
Everything's in the open.
Yeah.
2 looks like it goes by the 3.
It might also go by the 9. Yes,
No,
it does.
It does go by the 9, Ross.
See?
Ah, les deux passent dans le coin.
See?
La seule difficulté, ça va d'avoir l'angle parfait sur la 3
Pour aller sur la 4. 3 to the 4 might be the one shot here that he needs to get.
Don't know why you would have played that with side, because he should have wanted to come up the middle of the table to leave the angle on the 3 to get over to the 4. Surprised me a bit. Eric can make this. This is cuttable. But again, because
It's gonna
it's
be
such a
hard
thin
to
hit.
hit.
Yeah,
Can't
it's
control the white.
exactly.
well, it's going to come over here, but I felt like then it's just here and then go through rails and then I'm trying to get it there. And just,
Parce qu'on regarde pour le coup de sécurité plus que. Comme disait Jim, on peut voir, on pourrait essayer sauf qu'on sait pas où est-ce qu'on va avec le coup. Souvent, les amateurs font cette erreur-là, c'est qu'ils essayent de voir. Mais s'il n'y a rien après, on est encore pris dans une position difficile. Parfait. Exactement.
Well, that's a perfect line, isn't it? You couldn't have set those balls up straighter if you put them by hand.
Je trouve que Luc a pris son temps sur ce coup-là, c'est incroyable.
Luke. Still a safety.
See what happens when Luke takes his time? Good things come of that.
Tu sais, Ross, quelquefois, c'est mieux de ne pas trop penser.
Ouais, c'est sûr.
Quand il arrive des situations.
C'est sûr.
C'est sûr qu'il faut toujours réfléchir, mais il y a des fois que c'est tellement. Tu te dis, ben écoute, je pensais 2 heures de temps, je ne vais pas mieux.
What was it? Danielle was just saying sometimes it's better to not overthink it. What was this? What did
Jerry
Jerry
Forsyth,
say?
think long, think wrong.
Think long, think wrong.
3 secondes. Ouais, l'extension.
Extension call.
On demande l'extension.
Puis Luc, c'est pas juste le genre de joueur qui joue vite, mais il pense vite.
Exactement.
Il voit tout de suite quand il arrive à la table, il voit le pattern, il voit qu'est-ce qu'il a à faire, il sait exactement où il faut qu'il frappe la blanche, puis il le fait.
Exactement. Moi, quand je donne mes cours aux gens, c'est ce que je leur dis en arrivant. Ils me disent, qu'est-ce que tu veux? Moi, je leur demande toujours. Je leur demande toujours, qu'est-ce que tu veux? Si tu me demandes pas, qu'est-ce que moi je dis? Dis-toi, qu'est-ce que toi tu veux? C'est un petit peu ça que les pros, ils arrivent sur la table, il y a déjà un schéma dans leur tête. Ils regardent la table, il y a un schéma. Et puis c'est important d'avoir ce schéma-là en arrivant. Je me dis toujours, regarde comme il faut, qu'est-ce que toi tu veux? C'est important. Ici, les gars, ils regardent ça, c'est sûr qu'ils se consultent. Mais il y a un schéma sur la table, il va retirer. Il va continuer ça pour la 5.
Il va jouer en suivant.
C'est exactement.
He'll follow this over. Is he straight?
He'll have to draw this back. If he can, he'll try and draw it with a lot of right-hand spin off the cushion and swing around the 7. Oh, he might have enough to play top. He had plenty of angle there, actually. It looked like it was straight. It wasn't.
Well, I was asking you. That's why I was asking.
You can't tell, Russ. You can't tell from here.
Surtout qu'il y a du stand, c'est mieux de faire suivre, évidemment.
Mark it down, James. I think you're
Get the
safe.
pen?
I think so.
Three-two.
I'll do it for you, buddy. Come to it.
Excuse me. Do you know Mr. Olofsson?
Orlifson?
Eric? Yep, I do. Yeah, he plays in our club.
He plays in our club. He comes from...
Winnipeg.
He's from Winnipeg originally.
Winnipeg, yeah.
But he's
Ça fait
been
longtemps.
he's been in
Long
Toronto
time.
now. If I said 15 years, I'm
years,
close. Yeah.
Yeah.
His mom and dad are here. They drive from Winnipeg. Well, I think they flew to Toronto, but they've driven here to watch.
Which one?
So the tall, well, you got to imagine his dad's pretty tall. Just look for a tall gentleman over there, and that's him.
The man
Yep.
standing up there?
Yep.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Right?
His dad's name's
So c'est le
Clive.
père
His father and mother.
They're here, yeah. They drove from Toronto.
from Toronto. Yeah.
Flew from Winnipeg to
Winnipeg
Toronto.
to Toronto.
Nanef, come on.
C'est Mr. Olofsson qui joue au Salon de Biard, à Corner Bank à Toronto. C'est le plus grand, je crois, de la salle.
C'est ça qu'il dit.
Ses parents sont venus de Winnipeg en avion et puis ils sont arrivés de Toronto, sont venus en auto avec leur fils.
And a lot of people don't know Eric was a Canadian junior snooker champion too.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. He won a huge tournament in Prince Albert, Saskatchewan, the Canadian Open. That was with all the Americans coming up. Johnny Archer, they were all there. Eric won that tournament.
9-ball.
9-ball, yeah.
On était à 1 pouce.
This table's open now.
It's all about from the 4 to the 5. And ideally, he'd like to be over the right-hand side of the table.
So
if
he
you
can
could,
come around
exactly,
behind the...
exactly. That way, you're not forcing anything.
No, that's right. Let the natural angle go. But I don't know if I don't know if he's called that shot though. I think Eric wanted something else. Yeah, I don't know why he did.
You know
You
what?
like that one?
Well, he's dropped perfect on it to draw, a straight draw. But he
had a little angle.
But I mean, that's a situation. If he ends up straight,
You're perfect. You're okay.
It's a little tricky.
Right. But I like what you said, like almost back cut it into that bucket and just come back around.
It's natural.
Yeah. And you can't really overhit it. You're going to run into 3 rails. It's going to come for the
And no balls are in your way.
That's right.
On voit ici qu'il va descendre juste pour la barre. Exactement.
A little touch of spin to take it down.
C'est pas si mauvais. Il va venir un petit côté, il va les mettre. Probablement qu'il y a assez d'angle pour rester.
Does he hold it there, Jim?
Yeah.
Oui.
Yeah.
Having a partner that's so tall, you never have to worry about him
Sure.
being awkward.
If you were to make a dream matchup of Scotch double partners right here with the 10 players that are available to play each other, so you could mix Quebec and Ontario, partner them up, who would you put together?
That's a good question. I mean, you got to be careful pairing somebody like Luke Salvas up with anybody.
That's what I'm thinking.
Because the speed he plays, he can sometimes throw his partner off.
Sure. So,
But you know what? Probably in terms of international experience, right now, Johnny and Alex. And that's who's going to be representing Canada.
No, one of each.
Oh, one in each. Oh, sorry, okay.
One of each. Quebec and Ontario versus Quebec and Ontario. I have an idea who I
Okay, you have an idea? Okay, I'll tell you what. I think
and just by their style of how they play best with each other.
Là, on est vraiment...
I think Danny Hewitt and Alex would be a good pairing for sure. Do you know what? Alex and anybody.
Well, that's. I was going to say Alex and Luke, but you're right. Alex could potentially play with anybody.
Yeah.
But Martel and Mora, to me, would be a very perfect matchup in terms of their style, in terms of the way they move the cue ball.
Well, I'll tell you something.
and the pace at
Martel and
which they
Alex,
play.
too, because they're both super creative.
Yeah, of course.
We see Luke's break, and this is a good break. This is a perfect break. Look, Martel sees all the shots.
Yeah,
Whether he can
absolutely.
execute or not is another story. Just like Alex. Alex sees the table.
Alex sees it better than anybody, for sure. And he's got that white wherever he wants it.
On est vraiment à la limite de la montagne. Là. Il reste 4-2 pour l'Ontario. Ouf. En partant, j'ai vu la boule partir.
Could that be Quebec's last shot?
Oh. Probably.
Could that be Quebec's last shot?
Il y a un gars qui me disait un peu plus tôt dans la foule, il dit je vais manquer la Formule 1 aujourd'hui. J'ai dit peut-être pas.
Peut-être.
On sait jamais.
Oh, he checked that beautifully. He saw it spinning when it came off the rail. It checked perfectly.
On va avoir
Yeah, I think
un petit suivi.
you can write this one down, Russ.
Yeah, you should be out from here. 2 balls over the pocket. You just got to get nice from the 6 to the 7, and it's a done deal.
Considerably more one-sided than I thought it would be.
Yeah. Today was more competitive, I think. Less mistakes today, more competitive. Quebec showed a little more grit today. Unless
Il a essayé l'effet pour aller sur la bande.
Unless you do that. Well, what do you think about that? Somebody made a bet that it was going to finish at a different score. Alex must have laid a bet down.
Moi, j'étais déjà en train de préparer mes remerciements.
Ben oui.
All Eric can do is laugh, though. But that's the right approach.
Yeah,
Over,
yeah.
done. Laugh about it.
I was ready, Jim, to
Make a speech. His thank you
make a
speech.
for thank you everybody and
You had the speech ready, eh?
yeah. But we don't know.
Well, here goes Luke.
Missed it.
Ah non. C'est pas vrai. Ah, c'est dramatique. Bon, la feuille du speech.
Yeah, wait, now I think you can do the speech. Oh, you're confident, huh?
Oh, il y a pas de
Very.
point, hein?
Very, yeah.
Vive le Québec, l'Ontario qui l'emporte.
Well, the final score reads 11-4, but it's the game of pool that wins in Canada. The very first Pagulayan Cup, hosted by La Banda Coin. Terrific for the game. And Alex, well, I'll bet he'll have a glass of wine tonight.
And you know, I think the 11-4 scoreline doesn't really tell the tale of the competitiveness that happened. How many matches went to the Hill?
Well, that's true. Yep.
So it could have been different. So it was very close. One game separating it changes the scoreline. But what a great match. What a great concept. The best players here. And you know what? Most of all, the camaraderie between the players as well. Even in this match when it was serious, there was still the joking going on between Salva and Alex Pagulayan. And, you know, you could sense that there was the respect for everybody.
Russ, there was that air of exhibition pool, but
Yeah.
it wasn't exhibition
No,
pool.
it wasn't.
They're competitive,
Oh,
and
absolutely.
they have a lot of pride, every one of these players. So they went out there to play, and it was thoroughly enjoyable.
Moi, j'aurais aimé comparer ça un petit peu comme à la partie d'étoiles au hockey. C'est sérieux, mais on voit le talent des joueurs. Puis en même temps, il reste une esprit de confrérie entre les
Good job, brother.
Monsieur Pagulayan qui vient de remercier ici, c'est gentil. Moi, j'aimerais prendre juste 2 petites minutes pour remercier Jim,
He wants to
Jim
thank you.
Welch, et Monsieur Rosenberg pour leur
Wants to
participation.
thank me.
Je veux dire un gros merci à Guy Simon.
Ben oui, Guy.
Guy Simon qui a fait tout l'aménagement de ça. Je vais en parler un petit peu plus tantôt là, avec les spectateurs, mais je veux le dire aussi aux radios parce que les gens ont pas conscience des fois de tous les efforts qui ont été amenés pour que ce soit une réussite. Parce que je pense qu'on peut dire dès maintenant que la Coupe Pagulayan, ça a été une réussite totale en ce moment et puis que ça va revenir dans le futur, c'est bien certain. Donc, tous les gens qui ont travaillé ici fort, ma fille Annabelle, ma fille Amélie, le personnel, les arbitres qui ont fait un beau travail, les gens que je connais moins, mais j'ai appris à connaître Mario et Raymond, qui sont dans la promotion. Alain Martel, évidemment, qui a été l'instigateur de cette Coupe Pagulayan-là. Et puis on espère peut-être que l'année prochaine, ça va être à Toronto.
It's going to continue. This is the start of many more to come.
Yeah, and be sure, Jim, I'm going to be there.
Yes, we will be.
I'm going to be there with you. We're going to take a glass of wine together.
My friend, you have raised the bar on hosting this event, so we will try to do you proud.
Thank you very much. Et n'oubliez pas que je voudrais seulement mentionner que au mois d'août, in August, we're going to receive at your place. On va recevoir au Connor Bank 2 grands joueurs de snooker, dont Jimmy White, excusez-moi.
Yes, Jimmy White and Stephen Hendry.
And Stephen Hendry. Ils vont être là au Connor Bank. On va faire tirer des billets bientôt ici. C'est $100 pour l'inscription. Est-ce que all the ticket is...
There's still some tickets available, but they're selling fast, very fast. And what I'm doing is I've taken everybody's number and I'm contacting them. Tickets are sitting on my desk back at the club. I mean, this is tremendous for snooker in Canada, too. I mean, Q Sports in Canada, as you know, you've been in the business a long time, Daniel. It runs in cycles, and I think we're on a bit of an upswing again.
Absolutely.
And so this is when we strike. The iron's hot, we strike now.
On va avoir beaucoup d'événements dans le futur. We're going to have a lot of events in the future here and at your place. And on demande aux gens de se tenir au courant. We ask to the people to stay very
focused
on the event in the Canada because we work a lot for that. On travaille beaucoup pour ça. Merci beaucoup, Jim.
Thank you again, Daniel. Thank you very much. Pleasure. And folks, thank you very much for watching out there. We're going to do a little wrap here with some ceremonies, but again, thanks to all our viewers who tuned in, and from Billiard Quebec and all of us here at La Banda Coin. Stay tuned. There's going to be a lot more pool coming your way soon.